2, and here IP address is 10.1.2.1, loopback 3. Here I am going to configure IP 3.1. 3.1. Fine. Go to router number 2 and let me close this switch, because now I don't need to configure anything on this switch. So I have only 2 router here. Let me close this tab as well, and let me close this tab as well. Okay, so now router 2, let me configure IP on loopback interfaces. So loopback 1 IP address is 20.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0. interface. Loopback 2 IP address is
20.1.2.
2.1. Loopback 3
20.1.3.
20.1.3.1 to 5. Okay, so IP configuration is done, and these are actual log message, right? Maybe these log message can be these log message can be different from GNS3, right? And in real time also you will get these exact information, right? There will be no any change because this is real devices. Fine. Now if you will check routing table of router 2, so IP route, you can see in the routing table there are only directly connected network. So I am going to configure EIGRP. So router EIGRP 100 and network, let's say 0.0.0. This command will enable EIGRP on all active interfaces. On router 1 also, router EIGRP 100. Okay, and network 0.0.0.0. Fine. So you can see neighborship adjacency formed between router 1 and router 2, and router have exchanged their routing table as well. So IP route. Now on router 1 you can see there is 20 prefix. Right?
Yes.
On router number 2, so IP route, you can see there are 10 prefix. But here you can see route is summarized, but on router 1 route is not summarized. So what is the difference? So difference is of version. If you will check version on router 1, so you can see here version is 12.4, and on router number 2, if you will check version, so version here you can see version is 15.0. So in 15, if you are running iOS version 15, right, their auto summarization is disabled, but on iOS version 12 EIGRP auto summarization is enabled. Okay,
No, I think version 12.4 auto summarization
is enabled. How we can verify? Here we cannot capture link through Wireshark. Right? How we can check that auto summarization is enabled or disabled? Simply you can run IP
route
protocol command. So IP route command will not show you. So IP route. See, there is there any information about auto summarization? No. So run IP protocol on router 1. Here you can see summarization.
Summarization with metric 28160.
Auto summarization is in effect. But on router 2, if you will run this command, so IP protocol. So IP protocol. Here you can see where is auto summarization. Auto summarization is disabled. So on router 1 also I am going to disable auto summarization. So, and that is the reason why I have put one 12 version on one router, and I am running. I have uploaded 15 version on router 2, right? Because later I will update iOS version on all devices. Okay,
Hmm.
so go to router EIGRP 100 and say no auto summary. This command will disable auto summarization. So after running this command, if you will run so IP protocol command, here you can see auto summarization is not in effect, and some output are different in 12 version and in 15 version. Yes or no? Because
Yes.
here in 12 version it is saying that automatic network summarization is not in effect. On 15 version it's saying that automatic summarization is disabled, right?
Hmm.
So your EIGRP or any routing protocols will depends on the main iOS version of your router as well, right?
Hmm.
So if I want to ping 20.1.1.1 and source is 10.1.1.1, it will ping, right? You can see success rate is 100%. So user are able to communicate with each other. Both LAN user are able to communicate with each other. But in physical, in rack, how my topologies look like? This one is my router 1, this one is my router 2, there is one switch, and this is connected through port number 1, and this one is connected to port number 2.
Two.
This one is 0/0, this one is also 0/0. Yes or no?
Hmm.
And here is one LAN. Here actually there are 3 LAN on router 1 and 3 LAN on router 2, and all are able to communicate with each other. Yes or no?
Yes.
So why I have created this topology in rack? Because here I am going to show you that how you will troubleshoot in real time. Because in real time we cannot capture link through Wireshark. Yes or no? So this is how you can check auto summarization, that also auto summarization is enabled or disabled, or so IP protocol. You can use this command to check basic information that we are performing routing for all network, right? This router is using K1 and K3 to calculate metric. Maximum hop count that supported by this router is 100, right? Maximum path that this router can support is 4. AD value is 90, and next hop is 12.1.1.2. And here I want to check hello message, that router is sending hello message or not. So what we can do, we can debug IP EIGRP hello message. IP EIGRP 100. Okay, so let's see, let's hit enter. So now whenever router will send or receive any hello message, it will give you log message. Debug. First of all, let me say all to disable all debugging. Debug IP hello. How we can enable debug for hello message only? Debug EIGRP packets, and which packet? Hello packet. Hello. So now it will give you log message. So see, router is sending hello message also, and router is receiving hello message also.
Hmm.
Right? What is the AS number? 100.
100.
100, right?
Right.
There are lots of message, but in real time you will avoid running debug command, because you can see this is generating lots of traffic. It will increase CPU utilization. So
It
let me
will
disable.
every second they continuously send hello packet.
Yes. Actually, it is showing hello message as well and other messages as well. Sending hello message on loopback 3. So actually these are LAN interface. So we need to run one command router EIGRP 100 and passive interface loopback 0,
Hmm.
loopback 1,
One,
loopback 2,
two.
loopback 3 and loopback 4. So if in the network, okay, so loopback 4 is not exist. If in your network router is using high CPU utilization, you will make sure that router is sending hello message on LAN interface or not. If router is sending hello message on LAN interface, first of all you will disable, you will tell to router to do not send hello message on LAN interface. So for that, what you can do, we can configure passive interface. Okay.
Hmm.
So now if I will debug again, so now router will send hello message to router 2 only from fast ethernet 0/0 only, right?
Hmm.
Receiving also on fast ethernet 0/0. So this one is received hello message. In received hello message also you can see AS number is 100, and in sending hello message also you can see AS 100. Now I am going to configure AS 200 over here. Say no router EIGRP 100. I have disabled EIGRP 100, and
Yes.
let me configure router EIGRP 200 over here. Say network 0.0.0.0,
It will
and
not
now
communicate.
yes, it will not communicate. So IP EIGRP neighbor. So you can see neighbor is not forming,
Hmm.
right? So now you need to troubleshoot, and you don't have, suppose you don't have access of router 2, you want to find problem, right? That why neighborship is not coming up. Actually you need to check that what AS number is running on router 2, or why neighborship is not forming. What you will do, simply you will enable debug for hello message, and when you will receive log message, you can see in sending hello message AS number is 200, and in
100.
receiving hello message AS number will be 100.
We are not receiving.
Mhm.
100.
Only sending. First of all, let me disable sending hello message on LAN interface. There are lots of message, that's why we are not able to see received message, but you can see here
We
received hello
will.
message on.
10101.
Just wait.
So we already disable na disable router 2.
No, I have disabled in EIGRP 100, and I have removed EIGRP 100 configuration.
Okay. Okay.
Passive
So
interface loopback 0,
one,
1, passive interface loopback 2,
two,
passive interface loopback 3. Debug
hello packet,
EIGRP
hello packet hello.
IP hello
नहीं
packet.
packet hello.
So packet and hello. If you need help to find the command, you can use question mark. Okay. So now let me check hello message. So see, router is sending hello message where AS number is 200. Sending only, router is not receiving.
Until we are not getting any message na until neighborship is not connected.
Now on this interface, in this particular interface, this router will receive hello message from router 2.
But not sending na. He just receive, but not sending that my AS number is 100.
Now this
It
router
simply
is
shows that
actually not receiving hello message on this interface, but this router need to receive hello message.
exactly.
Okay, so let me check that this router is sending or not. Enable config T router AGRP 100 passive interface
Interface
loopback
L1.
1 loopback I think 0 as well.
No, only L1, L2, L3.
L2 and L3 debug
Debug.
AGRP packet hello. This router is sending yes number 100 sending
But
100. So because of switch actually I am not receiving here hello message.
okay.
Okay,
So we
but you know how we can check AS number, right? So you can see AS number is 100 running here and AS number 200 is running over here. So that's why neighborship is not forming. So what we can do, either we can change AS number on router 1 or we can change AS number on router number 2. Config T router AGRP
100.
200 and say no. Let me disable it. Okay, and on all let me disable all debugging and let me configure AGRP 100 here. Router AGRP 100 network again 0.0.0 passive interface loopback 1 loopback 2 and loopback 3. Fine. So debug AGRP
packet hello.
packet hello. So see router suppose CPU utilization if this router is still high, right? So what we want to reduce some CPU utilization. What we can do, router is sending hello message after every 5 seconds. We can set 15 seconds,
Okay.
right? We can set what 15 seconds to reduce CPU utilization of this router. So first of all let me disable debugging and go to config mode, then interface F0/0 IP EAGRP IP hello interval EAGRP for 100 and whatever timer you want to set. So let me set hello time 20 seconds. So do you think that if I have set hello time 20 seconds, will there any problem occur?
Yes.
What problem will occur?
It change the path na. It hold only for 15 seconds.
Okay, so for 5 seconds you can see neighbor is down.
Okay, first 5 second down is okay. Second 5 second down
Again
still
you
okay.
can see router receive hello message, so again neighborship is up. But again after 15 seconds neighborship will goes down.
Down.
So if your neighborship is flapping like this, right? Because interviewer is also asking this type of question that EAGRP neighborship is flapping. What can be the reason? So reason is simply hold on time is lesser than hello time. So
No, no,
always
also
keep
there
in
is
mind. Yes.
also there is two possibility na. There is a possibility.
Okay.
To one possibility is that interval time, and
Okay.
another possibility is traffic congestion.
Yes. Traffic congestion as well. Maybe.
There's a two possibility na. So
So first thing, traffic congestion is secondary thing, right? There we need to change bandwidth, right?
okay. Hmm.
But here this is problem because of wrong configuration by network engineer,
Yes.
right? So here we need to increase hold on time as well. If you have changed hello time to reduce the CPU utilization of router, then you need to
Okay.
change hello hold on time as well. So IP
P. There's a too much command.
yes, IP hold on time
P. Hold on. Okay. And what
for
was the follow?
EIGRP 100
100.
and let's say 30 second or let's say 40 second.
छोटे चलना.
Okay, so now your neighbor ship will not flap. Yes.
Yes, right.
So these are troubleshooting. So let me run one more command. Router EIGRP 100 and passive interface F0/0. So I have configured F0/0 as passive interface. That means router will not send any hello message from this interface now. So that's why you can say neighbor is down.
Yes.
So you need to troubleshoot that why neighbor ship is down. How you will do troubleshoot? First of all, maybe you will run debug command. Then you will see that router is not sending any hello message. Then you will run so IP protocol command to check EIGRP configuration. Right? So here you can see, is there any hints that will tell you that passive interface is configured on F0/0? No.
IP routing, no. So IP
Right. So now
protocol.
we will check running configuration. So run, and I want to filter running configuration. So section router EIGRP. I want to see only EIGRP configuration. So here you can see. Right.
Passive. Yes.
So we need to remove this command. So go to
Hmm.
global config mode, say no, and paste this command here. Oh my god. No passive
Passive
interface.
F0/0.
Where? In router EIGRP 100.
Router
Say
EIGRP.
no passive
No.
interface
Yes.
fast
0.
Ethernet 0/0. Fine. Now again neighbor ship will come up. Here you can see. Got it?
Hmm. Hmm.
So IP EIGRP neighbor. Fine. Okay, so first thing to become neighbor between two first thing to form neighborship between two router is AS number. AS number must match. After that, K value. So by default, as you know, router uses K1 and K3 to calculate metric. What will happen if I will configure K1, K2, K3 to calculate metric? If I will tell to this router that you need to use K1, K2, K3 to calculate metric, what will happen? Router EIGRP 100 and metric components. Metric here you can see metric weight. Okay. So this one is types of service. Let's say 1 and see this one is K1. So I am going to set K1 as 1, K2 as 1, K3 as 1, and K4 0, K5 0. Okay, command clear. And quality of service, make sure that you have set 0, right? Because here you can see it's saying that only 0 is supported. Actually, you know why it is here? It is for feature use, right? Maybe in future, if organization will launch something, right, like work for quality of services, so that's why they have put these things here. But now technology is not using quality of service to calculate metric. Maybe later in future it will use, then it will support from 0 to 8, but now it's supporting only 0. Okay, so there are lots of command which is not supporting, but still exist on router for feature use, because while time technology is also innovating, right? Engineers are working on these things. So maybe in future router will use quality of service as well to calculate metric. So here I am going to hit enter. So what do you think, that neighborship will goes down or not? See here, neighbor is down. So now again you need to troubleshoot that why neighborship is down. How you will troubleshoot? Simply you will run what? So protocol. And here you can see this router is using, where is the output of my SOAP protocol? So IP protocol. And here you can see this router is using K1,
K1,
K2,
K2,
K3. But router number 2, if you will run show IP protocol command over here, so you can see this router is using only K1 and K3. So this is
So
the reason why your neighborship is flapping here.
okay, so if we configure here also K1, K2, K3,
Okay.
then it
Yes,
will
yes.
came up.
Okay, so let me do same things. Go to router, EIGRP 100 and
100
say metric weight
make
quality of service is 0. Then
one
K1 is 1, K2 is 1, K3
K3 one
1 and K4
0
0, K5
0.
0. Hit enter. Now again if you will check show IP EIGRP neighbor, see. So here you can see debug is enabled. So let me disable on all. Okay, and now you can see neighborship is fine. So IP root EIGRP. So router have learned all these prefixes. So by default auto summarization is enabled, disable. So let me enable auto summarization here. Go to global config router EIGRP 100 and say no auto summary. Okay, so now on router 2, if you will run this command, so IP root EIGRP, now here you can see router is receiving classless network. Okay,
Okay. Okay. So if K1, K2, K3 both router value are same, then and then we are
what
getting.
formula we will use? What is your question?
मतलब whenever
Okay,
by default K1 and K3 are used for calculate the metric, right?
yes,
But if we change that K1, K2, K3,
okay,
then we have to change both router.
yes, we have to. So requirement is AS number must match and K value must match to
Okay.
become neighbor in EIGRP. There is only two requirement.
Okay.
If you can see here hello time is so IP protocol.
Hmm.
How we can check hello time?
What? How?
We can check hello timer on router.
From that
So
command.
IP EIGRP topology. No. So IP EIGRP neighbor.
Hello.
Nope.
Hello.
Here you can see hold on time. So it will hold this information for next 11 seconds. But before that it will receive hello message. So here you can see timer is resetting. But there is no information of hold on time and hello time configured on this router. So my question is how to check. So can anyone Google it? How to check EIGRP hello timer?
I will do.
Okay. Let me know the command.
How we check hello in B. Oh, there is a video here. I think we have to use Chat GPT. How we check hello? How we check hello time in EIGRP, right?
Yes.
Issue yeah. ID command so here we interpret the ID command. Is that show IP
Okay.
EIGRP
Okay.
interface
Interface detail.
then again interface underscore ID command.
Interface. Not interface. Detailed After that, fast Ethernet 0/0. So this command will show you hello time. So are you able to see hello time?
Yes, hello time.
Right.
20.
So on router 1, hello time is 20 second, and on router 2, what is command? So IP
So
EIGRP interface
AGRP
detail
interface
fast Ethernet
detail
0/0. Here you can see hello time is
15.
5 second.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
So hello time can be different, right? It will not impact in EIGRP neighborship, right?
Right.
So interviewer can ask you this question as well, that to form neighborship between two router, hello time should match or not. So yes,
Right.
hello time can be anything. Requirement is only two: AS number and K
AS
value.
number. K value and AS number. Any idea? We are easy to understand, but when we practice on GNS3, it will take too much time.
Okay, so this is real device.
Then, yeah, I got it. This is real device, but same configure we are performing in GNS3, na?
Okay.
Then
No,
we
on
will.
GNS3, multiple things will not support first of all.
No, I got it. For interview purpose, theoretical knowledge is good, but when
Yes.
we practice on GNS3,
Okay.
it is very difficult to understand each and every single command. Okay, sometimes we forgot the IP, what we apply the IP on that PC1, what is
Okay.
the default gateway. So it will,
Just you need to practice more,
yes,
more, more. Right? Practice may make means perfect. Practice will make you perfect. Yes or no, sir?
yes, absolutely right.
Right? So these are very basic troubleshooting of EIGRP. Okay. Now
Right.
can I move to theory part?
Yes.
Okay. So on real devices, whenever we will discuss any routing protocol, any concepts, we will perform lab on real devices. We will try to perform lab on real devices, because if I have rack, I have access, right? Then why we will
Right.
practice on GNS3? You guys will practice on GNS3. You will practice much more on GNS3. Okay.
Right.
Try to try to design different types of topology in GNS3. Try to configure passive interface, try to change hello time, hold on time, right? K values, AS number, see what is happening.
Hmm.
So once you will involve yourself in these things, right? You will get interest, in configuring network, and once you will get interest, you will start practicing more, and once you
Yes.
will start practicing more, each and every command will be fit in your mind. You can run automatically, you can troubleshoot network automatically. And these are scenario based question. From here, from these topics only, Cisco is also asking scenario based question in exam. So if you want to go for CCNA 200301 exam, just try to solve scenario based question, that why, what will happen if I will configure a different AS number, what will happen if I will configure different K values, right? These things. Okay,
Right.
fine. Now let me close it and let me move to our folder here. Okay, so topic for now is so we have discussed these things.
Yes.
And on real devices, let me show you one more thing. On router 1, I am going to configure router EIGRP 100 and maximum path is 1, right? And let me
Hmm.
connect router 3 as well. Here I am going to connect one more router. Let me take access of router 3, pass 1 2 3 and R3. Okay, enable config mode, interface F0/0 and say no, shutdown.
Shut.
Router 3 is also connected with switch 1. So
Yes.
CDP neighbor,
Yeah.
but there is, okay, here you can see neighbor is switch number 2. Switch 2 is neighbor of router 3,
Yes. Switch to.
right? But this is connected through 0/1 port. So let me run no shut command over here. Let me shut down this port. And now if you will run so CDP neighbor, here you can see there is no any. Why it's
Switch.
saying?
Still it's going 071.
Go to
0 slash.
interface 0/1 and say shutdown.
So GDP neighbor.
It is still showing CDP neighbor because it will hold this information for next 105 second, right? After 105 second it will remove this entry, right? After 93 this router is going to remove this information from here, right? So there is no any neighbor, but my 0/0 interface is up. Interface F0/0 say no shut, right? So why? Because on switch number 1 I have run shutdown command on 0/0. I have run no shut command only on 0/1 and 0/2 interface. Yes or no? So
Yes.
let me take access of my switch 1. Clear. Okay, so password is and clear
22.
line 22.
2.
And let me take access of my switch 1. Connection refused by the remote host. Enable. So CDP neighbor.
Neighbor.
So now router 1 and router 2 is neighbor. I am going
Yes.
to up interface F0/3 interface, say no shut. And now if you will check so CDP neighbor, here you can see router 3 is also neighbor.
Yes.
On router number 3 I am going to configure IP from network. Where is router 3? Here is router 3. On this router go to interface F0/0 and IP address, suppose 23.1.1.3 255.255.255.0, let's suppose. And on, okay, so router 2 and router 3, how router 2 and router 3 is connected? What is my logical topology? Router 1, router 2 and router 3. How these all devices are connected? Through one switch. This one is 0/1, this one is 0/2 and this one is 0/3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you all are wrong. This one router 1 router 2 and router 3. This one is my switch. Okay.
0/0. Na? 0
This one is
0/0.
0/0.
0.
This one is
0/0.
0/0. This one is
0/0.
0/0. So 0/0 is connected with R1. I want to connect switch to router 2 and router 3 together. So
Okay.
I need to take another switch number 2. Right? Let me use 0/1 here and 0/1 here. Yes or no?
Yes.
How
Okay,
we
so
can connect?
We are not able to connect.
right?
Hmm.
Okay, so let me take access of switch 3 as well. This one is my switch 1. Here I am going to down interface 0/3 interface. Say down.
Switch 3, na? Switch 3 maybe.
This is your topology, boss. See, here
Okay.
is router 2,
Let router 3
and
connect.
this is how router are connected. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. So as per this scenario, switch 1 is also connected to
Switch 1 is also connected to
router 1 to router 3.
router 1 to router 3. But bro, here, sir, actually here I am running what IP address?
Okay.
12.1.1.1. Here I am running what IP address? 12.1.1.2.
2.
Right?
Okay.
So it's not possible to connect this interface with router 1. If this switch will receive a frame, suppose the 12.1 is sending one message to 12.2. So switch will receive on this port, and
Yes.
switch will forward from this port, not from this port. Because first of all, as you know, switch will do what? Broadcast first traffic to ask
Okay.
that who is 12.1.1.2, let me share your MAC address. So router 2 will generate reply, it will send their MAC address, and this switch will make entry in their MAC address table, that
Right.
MAC address of this interface is this one, and this MAC address is reachable through this port, right? So every time whenever destination will be this one, switch will forward to router 2, not to router 3. Okay.
Okay.
Where is my switch 2? So actually I have connected my access server through mobile internet, right? That's why it is very slow, right? Let me take another clone. Pass 1 2 3. Enable. And so host. So switch number 3 is connected with which port? Clear line 24. And switch, not, let me clear this port na. Switch 2 na. Switch 2 is there 23,
Switch traffic.
and say switch 2. Connection refused by the remote host. On my rack, I have to check console port of switch 2. Maybe कि console port पे कंसोल केबल अच्छे से लगा नहीं होगा वहाँ पे। और क्या होती है ना, डिवाइसेस कभी हीट हो जाता है ना ज़्यादा, तो पोर्ट काम करना बंद कर देता है, राइट? और वही चीज़ हो गया यहाँ पे। बिकॉज जहाँ पे मैंने अभी रैक को रखा हुआ है वहाँ पे कोई एसी नहीं लगा हुआ है तो एक डेढ़ घंटे से चल रहा होगा ये हीट हो गया होगा इसके वजह से थोड़ा, इसके वजह से तो पोर्ट में भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू explain here that if I will set maximum hop count 2 over here, 1 over here, maximum hop count, not path, config T, router, EIGRP 100 and maximum path. This command I want to run here. This command maximum path is 10 and okay, metric maximum hop. So say metric maximum hop is 1. If I will set maximum hop 1, then router 3 will never receive
Packet from router 1.
yes, prefix which is running on router 1, right? This is what I am trying to explain here, but see I am not able to take access now. Just let me check my router. Oh my god. First of all let me turn off
The router
yes,
getting too much heat.
yes. Tomorrow I have purchased one AC for rack, no problem, because I have built 3 rack here, right? One for routing switching, one for security, and one for automation for SD-WAN,
Okay.
right? So rack where I have kept SD-WAN devices like we manage, so those are very expensive devices, right? So we need to take care.
Right.
Okay, so now understand something here, some theory part. Okay, so these are command how you can change maximum hops, maximum path, and you will perform one lab where we need to configure maximum path, right? Today I will give you one task, and yesterday I have also shared one task. So have you all configured that network? No.
No.
Okay, so till now we had discussed that EIGRP have 2 AD value, but now I am saying that EIGRP have 3 AD value, 90, 170 and 5 also. 5 will be for summarized route. So in EIGRP we can perform manual summarization as well, but whenever you will perform manual summarization, for that AD value will be 5. Okay, we will perform one lab on this topic as well. After that, root exchange within AS will be installed with the AD value of 90. So these things are already discussed. Network can be advertised with wildcard mask also. So have you knowledge about wildcard mask, Pratha sir? Tell me, do you have any knowledge about?
Yes.
So what is wildcard mask and how wildcard mask is different from subnet mask?
It is just the opposite of a subnet mask. So if it is 255.255.255.252, then the wildcard mask will be 0.0.0.0.4 or
0.0.0.0.3.
3. So it is just the reverse. We deduct 255 from the subnet mask on each octet.
This one is subnet mask and this one is wildcard mask. Exactly opposite of subnet mask. You know what is the use of subnet mask? Subnet mask tell us that how many network bits are there and how many host bits are there. And wildcard mask tell us that how many bits we need to match. Right? So out of 32 bits IP address, this wildcard mask is telling us ignore last 3 bits and match 29 bits. Yes or no?
For the prefix match.
Yes, for the prefix match.
Right.
I'm not getting that wildcard mask.
Okay. Just wait. You know, When we will configure ACL, we will understand ACL. Suppose there is one network like router 1, router 2, and here is one network 10.1.1.0/24. Here is one network 10.1.2.0/24. Okay, behind router 2 there is one network 20.1.1.0/24, and here is one more network 20.1.2.0/24. Okay, and suppose here between router 1 and router 2 I am running any routing protocol, let's suppose RIP or maybe EGRP, any routing protocol, right? But here my requirement is I want to stop communication between 10.1.2.0 network to 20.1.2.0 network. What I want, that these user from this network should be able to ping the user who is sitting in this network, but the user who is sitting in this network should not be able to communicate with the user who is sitting in this network. This is my requirement. Right?
Okay.
Or my requirement can be, suppose there is one user, suppose here is one user whose IP address is 10.1.2.1. Here is one more user whose IP address is 10.1.2.2.2, 2.3. There are multiple users, right?
Okay.
And this person, he is employee of my company, right? This router is connected to my internet, and through internet I have one more branch as well. So in during office time, this employee is not working for us. He is using Facebook or maybe YouTube, right? This user only is not. These users are utilizing our resources. This user is utilizing our internet. Okay. So what I want to stop. I want to block this user to access internet. Right.
Right.
My requirement is I don't want to give internet access to this user only, right? But this user should be able to access internet. Except this user, all users should be able to access internet. So we can configure ACL on router 1 and on router 2. On any router we can drop traffic of this user, right? But for that we need to tell to this router that how many bits you will check. If I will simply tell to router 1 that block where source will be 10.0.0.0, then this router will block the entire user of this network also, entire
Right.
user of this network also. Yes or no?
Yes.
If I will set, I will configure that block all the traffic of 10.1.0.0 network. So it will block all the traffic of this network and this network again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if I will tell 10.1.1.0 block this network, block any traffic where source is from this network, so it will block the traffic of all user who is sitting in this network. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? But if I want to block the traffic of single user, what I can do? And here also, if you will run network like this, router will understood like this 0.0.0.
It's class
that-
full network.
Yes, for that here we can define wildcard mask. If I will set 0 wildcard mask 0.0.255.255, that means through this wildcard mask I am telling to this router that you need to check only first 16 bits. If first 16 bits will match, drop the traffic.
Okay.
So 0 bits means match and 1 means ignore.
Okay.
Right? So here you can see in this wildcard mask there are 16 0 bits and 16
Yes.
1 bits, right?
Yes.
So 0 bits are those bits which router need to match, and 1 bits are those bits which router need to ignore. So what I can tell to this router that block the traffic where source will be 10.1.2.1 and wildcard mask is 0.0.0.0. So I am saying that check all 32 bits. Then only
Okay.
router will check exact IP address. If I want to block all traffic of this network, what I can tell to router 10.1.2.0 and wildcard mask will be 0.0.255.
0.0.255. Okay.
Through this wildcard mask, I can configure this network, right? Block
Okay.
this network.
Okay.
This is the use of wildcard mask. Similar like subnet mask, but subnet mask, use of subnet mask is to identify how many network bits and host bits are there. And use of wildcard mask is to identify that how many bits devices need to match. Devices need to check. Okay.
Got
So
Got
in
it.
EIGRP, we can use wildcard mask as well. Just wait, let me connect my laptop. Okay, so in EIGRP, we can use wildcard mask. So what I am saying, where is my PDF? Yes, here it is. Okay, so here also you can see opposite of subnet mask. After that, router ID. One more thing, one more concept is there in EIGRP, that is router ID. You know what is router ID of router? Router ID of router is an unique identification of router, right? Suppose in my EIGRP domain there are 10 routers. So how routers will identify the router with the help of their router ID? So this is just a unique identification of router. In OSPF, we will understand how router elects router ID. Means how router will elect router ID. Okay. Now in EIGRP, just ignore it, router ID. And this is how we can configure router ID on EIGRP. On EIGRP router. So in EIGRP mode, you will run EIGRP router ID and then you can configure any ID. So router ID is also 32 bits address, right, represented in IPv4 format. After that, it is a classless routing protocol, you already know. It send network ID with subnet mask, you already know. It support VLSM, you already know. By default, auto summarization is enabled and disabled in iOS version 15 and above. Fine. It uses multicast address 224.0.0.10. So it encapsulate in IP packet. Protocol number will be 88, and there is concept of passive interface which we already discussed. Then to create multiple domain in EIGRP, we can use AS number. We already discussed what is AS number, right? On a single router, you know, we can run multiple process of EIGRP, right? We can configure multiple EIGRP on a single router. We can configure EIGRP 100 also, 110 also, 10, 20, right? Multiple EIGRP process can be run on a single router. But always keep in mind, for each EIGRP process, router will maintain separate neighbor table, topology table and routing table. Fine. After that, it uses dual algorithm for best path selection. Okay. Dual algorithm. Dual stands for diffusing update algorithm, and this one is very important and very interesting algorithm, right? Formula that router use is 10 raised to power 7 upon least bandwidth plus total delay upon 10 whole multiplied by 256. By using this formula, router calculate best path. So now concept is, what is dual algorithm? Yes, sir.
It use dual algorithm for best path. It
Yes.
means it also check the hop count and bandwidth.
See, router will calculate, first of all, whenever router will learn network information from their neighbor through EIGRP. So router will calculate metric, right?
Right.
It will store network along with metric in their topology table. And on their topology table, router will run this algorithm to find best path.
Okay.
Right? This algorithm will tell to router that suppose there are two paths for a network 10.0.0.0 in topology table. So this algorithm will do what? Out of that those two network, this router will select one network which will be best, and this algorithm will put that network in the routing table of EIGRP. Okay.
Instead of two routing table, we put best routing information in routing table.
Yes, through dual algorithm. So like OSPF uses SPF algorithm. So that means OSPF will run SPF algorithm on their database. EIGRP will run dual algorithm on their database to calculate best path. So actually this algorithm will check that what metric router is receiving via multiple paths, right? Where metric will be least means that route will be best. So this algorithm will tell to router that which one is best. Okay. So now question is, what is dual algorithm? So very quickly I am going to explain dual algorithm. So it is used to store metric information calculated of a route from source to destination, and there is some terminology of dual algorithm. First one is CD, second one is FD, and third one is RD. Okay. See, CD stands for cumulative distance, means total metric, or you can say total distance from source to destination of all paths available. Right? Suppose between source and destination there are 10 paths, right, or 5 paths. So for all paths, what will be the total distance, total metric? That will be your CD. FD will be what? FD is feasible distance. Feasible distance is best, right? It is, you can say, least or best metric from source to destination. Fine. RD means reported distance. This is total distance from a neighbor to destination, neighbor of source to destination, or we can say metric advertised by neighboring router. Okay, so here I am going to design one topology. Suppose I have router 1 here, router 2 here, router 3 here, and router 4 here. All are connected like this, and here is one network called A. Metric, suppose metric on this link is 10, metric on this link is 5, metric on this link is 20, metric over here is 15, and metric over here is suppose 10.